Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, I am here to tell you guys about Shining Fates, and to give you some advice if you'd like to hear it, though it is nothing more than friendly advice. I am not telling you what to do, but if you want Shining Fates, if you're excited by Shining Fates, if Shining Fates is a kind of thing that you want to be picking up, there has never been a better time to do so, and though I cannot say with any kind of certainty, I'm not a clairvoyant, it is extremely likely that there will never be a better time to pick up Shining Fates than there is right now. You see, Shining Fates has been out a little while at this stage. Shining Fates was another one of those that didn't have a booster box release date and all of that. There were a bunch of sets that didn't all have the same release date, but they started being released on February the 19th, 2021, which, as I'm recording this, is approximately 7 months ago. And when it was released, you just couldn't find it. The Elite Trainer Box, I had to call in a favour to actually just get one of those on release. The VMAX Premium Collections, I was unable to actually get hold of one of those for months. It took me months to find those. And for a while, these products were being scalped to high heaven. They were extremely hard to get hold of. They were extremely expensive. And frankly, it was just awkward. To actually try and get hold of these was absolutely ridiculous. You could not find them. You could not get hold of them. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a while ago. Because you see, right now, Shining Fates has reached that glorious point where it's starting to be sold off. Where it's starting to become kind of cheap. What I'm going to tell you, though, is that this will not last. These things will not remain cheap forever. These things will soon become rather expensive again. And that means that you need to get a wiggle on. If you're into this, if you want to skip these, you go for it, ladies and gentlemen, you go for it. But if you're on the fence with Shining Fates, what tends to happen, and again, I cannot tell you that that is going to be what happens here, I don't know. All I can tell you is the general cadence of these releases. But what tends to happen is that they release, and like we saw with Shining Fates, they are super sought after and expensive. And then Pokemon print more and they come more into stock, and then they're actually available. And then people get a little bit bored because a new set has come out. We're not so excited. Nowadays, Shining Fates is taking a massive, massive backseat to celebrations. That is what everyone's really excited about right now. So people stop buying Shining Fates. Leftover stock gets sold cheaply. It then becomes impossible to find, and it turns into a legacy or a retro set, and the price keeps creeping up. So let's take a few examples. Let's take Shining Fates, the Elite Trainer Box. Over on Zavvi. Now, Zavvi is just a website where you generally buy things like video games and Blu-rays and things of that nature. But they sell basically everything in terms of nerd stuff. And they sell Pokemon cards. Well, the Shining Fates Elite Trainer Box, they've put the wrong RRP. It should be $52.50, not $52.99. They've kind of lied on that one. But they're selling it for £45 and it's just in stock. Now, like I say, it's not actually a £15 saving, it's a £7.50 saving, but it doesn't really matter. That's still a significant amount below recommended retail price. And this is just some... Now, there are other places to buy it, and some places it's actually a quid or two cheaper, but I'm trying to avoid shouting out shops that have been scalping, because the irony is, there are some shops now selling this below RRP that when it was released were selling it above RRP, thinking they could scalp it. And the fact of the matter is, this is just readily available, ladies and gentlemen. I can go onto eBay right now and I can buy it with £2 postage for £40, so £42 posted. For a product which launched at $52.50, and that $52.50 was impossible to find and was being sold. I mean, honestly, people were selling these for 70, 80 quid when they launched. Nowadays, you can buy them for a fair amount below RRP. And the Shining Fates Elite Trainer Box, right, you get 10 packs of the set, which is pretty cool, and you get your EVV Max promo, which thankfully never got expensive. You can pick this up for a few quid. It's lovely. But if you're looking to buy Shining Fates, this is a wonderful thing to do. If you're looking to keep it sealed, this is a wonderful time to do so. Again, if we take Generations as an example, now it's not a particularly fair comparison, so don't take it too literally, but if we take Generations as an example, this is a similar kind of thing. And right now, if you want to buy an Elite Trainer box for Generations, you'll be paying somewhere in the region of £1,000. £1,000. Now, that's not a particularly fair comparison. Okay, not quite that expensive. The recent ones have sold for about 800 quid, but still, it's pretty expensive. The difference is, Celebrations launched when a whole bunch of people weren't buying them and keeping them sealed, and demand was a little bit less at the time, which means not as many of these were printed, not as many were kept sealed. Do not expect Shining Fates to get up to this level of price. It won't. Because Generations was not printed as much, and fewer people are keeping them sealed. That's why the price has got ridiculous. It ain't going to be an 800 quid Elite Trainer box. Let's be super clear. I am not selling you that you can buy this now for 40 quid and sell it for 800 quid in 5 years. Generations is 5 years old. I am, however, telling you that the price is likely to go up in the near future, which means you are going to lose your opportunity to buy these cheaply. I'm not saying buy them now and keep them sealed and sell them on. I'm not giving you financial advice. What I'm telling you is that the price is likely to rise in the future as this sells out, not to Generations levels, let's be clear. But it means that you are going to lose your opportunity to buy these. So if you're looking for Shining Fates, now is an excellent time to do so. And while we're here, can I give you a warning, please? Because when I went to search for Generations on eBay, I accidentally searched for Celebrations. Generations is the 20th anniversary set. Celebrations is the 25th anniversary set. And there are a bunch of, frankly, pretty bad people trying to sell Elite Trainer boxes for Celebrations on eBay right now as a pre-order for £90. Now, quick note about eBay. I'm not sure exactly how true this is, but somebody told me that you've got something like 30 days. So if you pre-order something more than 30 days in advance, you basically lose all your protection. And these Elite Trainer boxes come out in more than 30 days' time, so pre-ordering them more than 30 days in advance is a terrible. I'm not entirely sure. I don't use eBay that much, but something along those lines, pre-ordering more than 30 days in advance is a bad idea. But the fact of the matter is, the top 3 results I found were £75, £90, and £85. Don't pay this! And there are others which are more expensive. Don't pay this. Because, and I've already told you, when Shining Fates came out, it was very, very expensive. You could not get a Shining Fates Elite Trainer box for love nor money, and they were being sold for ridiculous prices. And Pokemon knew this, so they kept printing, and kept printing, and kept printing. And now you can very easily buy them in the UK at least for significantly below recommended retail price. And my point here is, although I cannot guarantee that Pokemon are going to keep reprinting this Elite Trainer box, I can't, I don't work for the company, I don't know. Everything we've seen suggests that they are going to keep reprinting it over and over and over. Exactly the same thing happened with the Champions Path Elite Trainer box, in that it was very difficult and expensive to get hold of at launch, and then came massively down in price, and could be picked up for less than RRP fairly easily, despite the fact it was scalped immensely when it first launched. I cannot tell you that Celebrations is going to follow that trajectory. I cannot tell you it's going to be reprinted. What I can tell you is that Pokemon have been reprinting these kind of products lately, that it is extremely likely that they're going to keep doing so, and that, you know, it's a £52.50 product. If you pay £100 for that on a pre-order, like a month and more before it releases, that's probably going to end up looking silly in the long run. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Again, all I'm doing is just giving you my advice and telling you what's generally happened. I'm not actually telling you what to do. If you want to pre-order it for that much money, go for it. I don't want to be responsible if it turns out that is the best deal you're ever going to get. But all the evidence we've seen suggests that that is very much not the case. Not a guarantee, but come on. Now, I'm not going to go through every single Shining Fates product because it's going to take ages and be kind of repetitive. But the other thing I want to show you is the VMAX Premium Collections. Now, these are supposed to be selling for £42.50. That's how much they're supposed to be selling for. That is the recommended retail price. And yet, when they were first launched, you could not get them for love nor money at that price. Now, I mean, Amazon of all places. There are two that are available, the Crobat version, bearing in mind the Crobat is the better version, because the Crobat is extremely playable. There are two of the Crobat on Amazon with free next day delivery right now for £40, which, if you're paying attention, you will have realised is below the recommended retail price. Also, check out, you can tell I got a 3-year-old daughter, because they're like, hey, maybe you buy Ariel's Storybook Disney Princess Lego. I've been looking at Disney Princess Lego recently for potential present ideas for my daughter, so yeah, good one, Amazon. You got me. And you can just see this being repeated. I did an opening the other day of a Poltergeist pin collection that I casually popped into Antiques in Plymouth and picked up. That is a great card drop, incidentally. I'm happy to recommend. There's a mini tin I picked up in Asda, a supermarket, for less than RRP, that I've either just opened on this channel or I will be opening soon. It's out there. They're everywhere. Right now is a great time to buy Shining Fates. Again, I cannot guarantee in your particular area, etc. I'm just giving you examples. In your area, some of these products might be sold out. I can't go through every product in every area for obvious reasons. But I am showing you that these things are just in stock and readily available below RRP. But my point is twofold. Number one, it's not going to last. Sooner or later, it will be out of print. And when it goes out of print, the price will start climbing and will not come back down again. So now is the time to buy it if you want it. And number two, take this as a cautionary tale for celebrations. I'm probably going to do a video about dumb pre-order prices for celebrations in the not too distant future, so this is more of an ancillary point in this particular video, but celebrations is currently at pre-order for ridiculous prices because there isn't going to be infinite stock on release. Which is exactly what happened with Champion's Path and exactly what happened with Shining Fates, and both of those sets just kept getting reprinted and became readily available at or below RRP before too long. I cannot tell you that will happen with Celebrations. I don't have that information. I don't work for the company. But I absolutely am telling you that the pattern we've seen from the last couple of special sets suggests very strongly that that is going to happen here. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a fan of Shining Fates, now is the time to buy. If you're a fan of Celebrations, maybe hold your horses for now. But as always, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you've picked up Shining Fates, if you want to pick up some last products. I want to know, frankly, whatever you want to tell me. So go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.